what's up? It's been a little bit since I have sat and visited with you guys, but I wanted to sit down and kind of just talk to you guys about my thoughts on the Sturgis 2024 rally. Let's get started. So, of course, it's the year before a anniversary rally. So the 85th anniversary is next year. So this year the rally was down quite a bit. I think they ended up saying there was like a little over 400,000 people this year. It was down. It was obvious it's down. I think there's a couple reasons for that. I think, the anniversary being next year, several people decided to hold off until next year and save their money for the bigger rally. I also think that the economy has a lot to do with it as well. Vendors were down. A lot of vendors didn't show up this year either. And I know that has a lot to do with the economy right now. And again, they're waiting until next year when it's going to be the bigger rally. A lot of people just right now are not spending. And I know this firsthand because I've been vending this year. And I have noticed the spending is down, and rightly so. Everything is so darn expensive right now. But with that said, I had all in all a really good time. The weather was a little better than last year. It was still crappy towards the end. The beginning it was really hot, which no complaints here. I will not complain about heat. Then towards the latter part of the week, it started getting really cold towards Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, it was starting to get really cold again. I mean, I just don't understand it. It's not typically like this 2 years in a row. So that kind of was a thumbs down. Cops this year. I think the cops this year were worse than they normally are. And I've had several other people tell me the same thing. I got pulled over pre-rally. I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday pre-rally. 11:30 at night. And I had my blue lights on my bike. Apparently, it's illegal to have blue lights or red lights on your motorcycle. For 2 years, the 2 years I took my Sporty, I had red lights, never got pulled over one time. Before the rally even starts this year, I got pulled over because of my blue lights. He did let me go with just a warning, but still, I mean, I think it's all ridiculous. Don't get me started on it. I don't think it's fair that they get to own the red and blue lights. I mean, it's ridiculous. They're on the ground. They're not on top of my motorcycle. But that's an argument for another day, I guess. Jeff had to listen to that argument, me complain about that for quite a while. Now, let's talk about the etiquette this year. Oh my God. I don't think I was as frustrated ever going to Sturgis as I was this year. I've never seen so many rude human beings in my life as I did in Sturgis this year. And that is so heartbreaking for me to even say, because I don't know what's happening to the brotherhood of love with our biker community, but it is absolutely horrible. Pedestrians thought they owned the streets. And as soon as they'd see you coming, I swear to God, they started walking more like a snail, just so you would have to wait longer. And some of these riders who do not have respect whatsoever for other riders, oh my, if I would have had one of those whips, whatever they're called, I would have freaking been whipping everybody. It was just a hellacious time this year when it came to etiquette and respect. Nobody was waiting their turn at the four-way lights. They just think they owned the road. We were at a stop. We had just gotten off the ramp of I-90 going over to the Black Hills Harley Davidson. And we were first in line to go after the red light. And thank God Jeff is the kind of rider he is. Because we would have been T-boned by two motorcycles. They flew, I mean, a massive red light. I mean, it didn't just turn red. It was totally red because that exit has a delay green. These little asses, two of them just flew probably about 40, 50 miles an hour right through the light. And if Jeff and I would have went, because we had the green, we'd have been T-boned and somebody would have been killed. It was horrible. I could not believe it. You know, and there was a lot of people that lost their lives this year, and my prayers and condolences go out to all the families that lost a loved one in Sturgis this year. That is one thing we all always have to keep in mind every year when we go to Sturgis. People don't make it home. It's just fact. I have a follower of mine, and I'm just heartbroken for her and her husband. They got T-boned up in Deadwood. I believe it was just before the rally started. I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday as well. They were up in Deadwood, and they had the right-of-way, and this van came out, and they T-boned it and went over the van. Thank God they're both okay. But they had, I mean, devastating injuries. So again, you guys, when you go to Sturgis, we have to be careful. We have to care about the other riders. It is, I don't even know what word I'm looking for. It is critical that we all have road etiquette and respect when we are out in these hills. I mean, you're not used to riding with 500,000 or 10,000, 20,000 other bikes at the same time. You know, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. And we all just need to respect each other when we're out in Sturgis. So again, that was another thumbs down this year. Very disappointed in the etiquette on the pedestrians and the riders. What else? Let's see. The vibe to me was totally different. I mean, I love Sturgis, you guys. Don't get me wrong. A lot of what I'm saying isn't on the positive side because I'm pointing out the negatives right now, okay? To me, the vibe just was not there. And maybe that is because, you know, a lot of people weren't there. It's not the 85th anniversary. You really couldn't party on Maine. I saw a post the other day. I didn't respond to it there, but I'm going to respond to it here. Somebody made the comment, yeah, all the complaining, they have to raise their prices. They're local businesses, so they're raising their prices. No, my friend, they're not local businesses. 90% of those businesses come in during the rally and take other businesses' storefronts and use them during the rally. One Eye Jack's is not owned by a local Sturgis resident. You know, some of these bars charging what they are charging for drinks, it's just sad because people can't go and enjoy and have a great time when you're paying $9 to $10 for one beer. No, that's not okay. I don't care who you are. You're sitting here saying, well, it's an event. What do you expect? It's Sturgis. No, it doesn't need to be that way. Price gouging does not need to happen ever. We're the ones who come out, we spend our money, we help support your business. So why would you take advantage of that? Why would you not keep your beers at $5, $6? Because you know what? If you're going to charge me $5 or $6, I'm going to stay and I'm going to have 4 or 5 beers instead of leaving after just one. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. I understand we all have to make a living, but I don't believe you need to price gouge anybody to accomplish making money during the Sturgis rally. There's so many people. It's so fluid during the rally. There's no reason to overcharge anybody for anything. Okay, so with all that said, those were my thoughts on the negative stuff. Now, we had a great time out at the Buffalo Chip. Even though it was chilly, we had fun. We went and watched Kid Rock. Neither one of us had ever seen Kid Rock before. Jeff is more of a Kid Rock fan than I am. I'm more of the Bret Michaels, Def Leppard kind of music. But it was great. It was so patriotic. It was so phenomenal. He puts on one hell of a show. I was bundled up in a blanket. It was so cold, you guys. You would have thought it was a late fall evening. Trump did come up on the screen. Everybody thought he would be. A lot of people thought he would show up. I think the original intent may have been for Trump to show up. But after that attempted assassination, whatever you want to call it, the shooting, I think immediately got nipped in the butt. But he did come on the screen and say hello to all of us. That was awesome. Love you, Trump. Voting for you in 2024. We need you in office to get everything back on track so people can spend their money and enjoy life again. And then on Friday night, we watched Bret Michaels. I love Bret Michaels. Sorry. I love my hair bands. He did such a phenomenal job. His voice is just as strong as it ever was. Both of them, Kid Rock as well. I mean, he rocked down the chip. I mean, the performances were great. I think the vibe with Kid Rock would have been much different if it would have been next year. If he would have been here on the 85th, I don't think you would have been able to move in the chip. It was packed, but it wasn't packed. But I think if he'd have been there next year, it would have been literally packed. What else? Got to ride my bike up in the hills. That was fantastic. I loved every second of that. There is a section on 385 that is closed for construction. Well, it's not technically closed, but it's gravel, packed gravel for about 6 miles. So that's kind of iffy, and it made it kind of difficult to get to places. So we really didn't go up too far up into the hills, which I'm really depressed about. I didn't get a ride as much as I wanted to, but that's okay because this was my first season on my new bike, on my bigger bike. So I didn't need to overdo it and get overconfident. So I got initiated in with my new bike. So I'm ready to go next year. We'll see how the construction is next year up on 385. It's supposed to be a 3-year project over there. So we'll see how that goes. We hung out quite a bit at the Dungeon Bar this year. That is such a fun bar, you guys. If you have not been there, you need to check out the Dungeon Bar. I don't really have much footage of it this year because they kind of don't like videos being done in the dungeon. So I got to MC their Frozen t-shirt contest. That was such a blast. And Laura, if you need my help next year, just let me know. I'd love to help out MCing on anything you need help with. You know, we were there for 2 weeks, and it's just amazing. The first week was a normal week, and then I swear to God, the second the rally starts, it's over. Oh, here's another one. Okay, so Thursday pre-rally. So no, when I got pulled over with my blue lights, it was Wednesday pre-rally, not Thursday. Because Thursday pre-rally, we went for the first time out to Glencoe, Titty Alley. Oh my God, you guys, that was so freaking much fun. I think we need to do it again next year, as long as Jeff is up for it. And, you know, we stay at Days End Campground, so that won't change. We love it there. But it would sure be nice to go out and party again out at Glencoe on Titty Alley. They are so much fun, you guys. And some of them do up these really cool displays at their sites. It's just absolutely amazing the time and effort they put into those little creations just to give everybody a good time. So if you haven't checked that out, you can go out there and check it out without staying there. I'm not sure if there's a cost to get in pre-rally. I know they didn't charge us when we went. I don't know if they start charging for day passes when the actual rally starts or how that works. But it was such a good time. So make sure if you have not checked out Glencoe, go check it out. Don't think I could stay there because when this girl's ready to sleep, she's ready to sleep. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And they party until all hours of the morning. What else? Well, I think that's about it. I mean, again, I was really disappointed in the police this year. I feel that they went out of their way looking for trouble this year, more so than in years past. I don't know if it's because attendance was down and they wanted to make their money. You know, I'm usually an advocate for the Sturgis police. I really am. If you watch any of my videos, I am usually an advocate. But this year there was just something that was off, and I swear they were just out looking for it this year. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really how I felt this year. And the people, pedestrians, if you're watching, you know, we watch out for you guys. I mean, you need to do the same in return. We're on two wheels and we do our best to respect you at walking across the street and this and that. And you need to do the same for us in return as we're coming across the street. Just stop or hurry up across. Don't slow down. It's just rude and disrespectful. And I saw many people on the sidewalks, like on LaSalle, drinking, having a good time, being buzzed, which, hey, I'm all for that. But you're so close to the curb. So close to the curb. If you were to fall off of that curb or trip off that curb and a bike's right there or a vehicle, sorry, you're either going to be in a hospital or not with us anymore. I saw a lot of that this year. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Oh, I almost forgot about the Gas Monkey Garage. Didn't spend a lot of time there. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. We didn't eat there. Didn't do much. We just kind of walked through. I got some video of it that I'll put up when I get all my videos together and stuff. It was really cool. It's nice having Richard around. I missed him just by, I think, 10 minutes. He had just left Sturgis to get on a plane. So welcome to Sturgis. I hope everything works out for you in your business. And maybe I'll stop by there for a beer next year. All right, you guys. Sturgis 2024 is in the books. Looking extremely forward to Sturgis 2025. 85th anniversary. It is going to be a busy, fun one. Hope they bring up some really good bands again. I'm disappointed that Aerosmith is done because that would have been a phenomenal band to have out at the Chip on the 85th. So we'll see who he brings in for that show. And stay tuned, you guys. I have all my Sturgis videos that are going to be coming out. I have 3 trips I'm going to be making. I'm heading to Kansas Abate rally there at Lake Perry next week. Then I go to Lake of the Ozarks. I'll come home. Then I head out to Lake of the Ozarks for the Lake of the Ozarks rally. Love that rally. And then I'll be out at BBQ. Hey guys, a couple things I forgot to mention as well is my meet and greet. My meet and greet went excellent. Thank you to those of you who showed up. I really appreciate it. It just shows me how much you support me and support Highway Vixen. It means the world to me, you guys. We had it over at the Knuckle this year. It was a little different being outside, kind of, sort of, because we were kind of in the pavilion area, down in Sturgis, because usually I was holding it out at the Beaver Bar. So it was really nice to be down and in town. Hopefully I can continue, goodness gracious. Hopefully I can continue that again next year there at the Knuckle. I gave away 3 of my whiskey bottles to 3 lucky winners. Those bottles are just getting more and more popular every year, and I love it. I'm so glad we came up with that idea, and see if we can add another whiskey bottle to 2025. Totally looking forward to that. Not sure how many I'm going to do next year, if I'm going to do 2 or 3. So it all just depends. We'll get that all together this next year. So again, thank you so much for those of you who showed up at my meet and greet and the Knuckle, for allowing me to have it there at the Knuckle Saloon. Hopefully I can have it there again with you next year. I don't know what time I'm going to do next year. I'm going to kind of keep it at the last minute kind of deal, because somebody else had a meet and greet at my exact same time that I've had my meet and greet for the last 3 years. So that was a little frustrating. So we will see how it goes next year with that. I will just keep you all updated on what time. Why don't you throw out some ideas of a good day and time that you think I should have my meet and greet, for more of you to be able to show up, because I love you guys and I would love to put more face to face with some of you. But anyways, the meet and greet was great. If you can come up with maybe another date and time, put it in the comments down below. And again, thank you to all of you that took your precious time and came to say hi. I know it's very busy out at Sturgis. And so those of you that actually took the time to take an hour and a half out of your day to come and spend it with me, I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you. Then Topless Tuesday. Oh my goodness, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support you guys showed me out at Topless Tuesday. It was absolutely amazing. I was very busy, and if there's some of you that came up to get a picture and didn't, please, 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 next time, just come up to me, whether I'm busy or not, and ask if you can have a picture, because that's why I'm there. I wanted to get out into the crowd, but it just didn't happen. I was so very happily busy. Sorry, a call just came in on my phone. Let me decline that right now. Okay. So again, thank you so much for those of you who came out as well to Topless Tuesday and showed your support for Highway Vixen. I love you guys. You have no idea how much y'all mean to me. I mean, you all just put a smile on my face like, you don't even know. It makes me feel so good. The relationship I've built with a lot of you, and what I want to continue building with all of you guys. I think you're beautiful, and I love each and every one of you. So again, thank you for the support out at Topless Tuesday as well. Hopefully, if everything goes well, I'll be out there again next year. I'll put my words in with Shit Kicker and see what he thinks. And hey, all of those pins, the DTR pins that I sold, thank you guys so much for purchasing those for Topless Tuesday. It means a lot to Shit Kicker. So maybe he'll be doing them again next year and I'll be able to sell them again. I sold them fairly quickly, so we'll see how that goes in the future too. Find out from him if he's going to be doing that going forward, or if that was just a one-time deal. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. I love you so much. You don't even know. I could sit here and say it all day long, but And those of you that I got to take a picture with out on Main Street and got to just say hello to, thank you so much. I don't know what the likelihood is of this, but there was a couple of you apparently that ran up to the corner there on Main Street to get my attention, and I didn't hear you. I'm so sorry. I wasn't ignoring you. I didn't even know you were there. I was paying attention to something else that was going on with the police right there and some gentlemen. So I apologize so profoundly that I didn't catch you guys. It upset me for a pretty good portion of the rest of the day because Jeff told me that I had a couple people there that were trying to get my attention and I didn't acknowledge it. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. So if that was you, please forgive me. And maybe I will see you next year out in Sturgis. So with that, you guys, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on Sturgis this year. I'm so looking forward to next year. The anniversaries are always where it's at. It's going to be packed. It's going to be fun. People are going to be ready to party and have a good time. Just if you're a new rider this season, please, 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 and you're going to take your bike next year, be extremely careful because it is going to be busy, very busy up there. With all of that said, I think I got everything now. I just totally forgot to mention my meet and greet and Topless Tuesday. They were both a phenomenal success, and that's all due to you guys. So thank you so much. I love you. And as always, make sure to have a beautiful day and ride safe, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.